welcome to you, Paralympic Winter Games fans. And today we will be watching a battle between Norway and US, two real stalwarts of the wheelchair curling game. Still a possibility for the USA to qualify and for semi-finals, and still a possibility for Norway to cause trouble.
All right, I gotcha.
Sean O'Neill, fourth and skip for the team from US.
Oh no. Yeah, it's just a little out.
Oh dear.
One red.
It was an uncharacteristic miss from the US and a steal of 1 point to Norway. Oh, this is coming at pace. Oh, he's done it though. That is good work.
Thanks.
From highly experienced Norwegian skip Jostein Stordal. Red onto yellow. Doesn't quite stick the shooter. With last throw of the second end, there are two reds currently scoring.
It's good.
Well, this needs to connect with something.
Stay.
He doesn't want it to curl.
Right.
That is a shame for Sean O'Neill. That is another steal to Norway. And it is 3-0 to Norway over the US.
10-8.
This needs to be good from Sean O'Neill. He wanted to curl, he wanted to keep curling, keep curling, keep curling. That is a wonderful throw from the US skipper.
I think there's still one.
This really is quite a game changer. Norway were lying 3 reds. They're now only lying 1. That makes it the halftime. Norway 4, the US 1.
I think there's still one.
Trying to remove both yellows in this one throw, double takeout. They can certainly afford to have a go to take this risk because they have a cushion of 2 points. Just the one though. Norway not making that double takeout. And the good news for US fans, that is a steal of 1. The last shot of the 7th end, but the US have really tightened up their shots and started to put some pressure back on Norway. Well, just rolling a couple of centimetres too far though. He does remove 1 US counter, and they have finally levelled the score. So now all the pressure on this final throw from the US coming up.
You think the draw is here? No, you gotta get really tight here. We don't got much time to think about it.
What do you think? 3-3.
He needs to release this stone.
6 seconds, 5 seconds. You got it. 2.
3-3.
With less than 1 second to spare, that is the closest we've seen yet.
Play it anyway.
They didn't give themselves enough time there. But it will be Norway who pick up a win. So the final score then, 7-4.
It's the wheelchair curling mixed team event, and we're getting closer to finding out who will make it to the semi-finals. Italy is still in with a chance of progressing. A win would give them and the home fans much to cheer about. Latvia have lost 5 of their 8 matches so far, so whilst a win is needed, they're also relying on other results to go their way. A good start from Italy as they went 2 up after the first end. But that meant Latvia had the hammer in the second.
Listen, baby.
And they capitalised. They now led 3-2. This was proving a close match. Latvia would need pinpoint accuracy on this final stone of the 4th end. And with that, they took a 2-point lead at the halfway stage, 5-3 to Latvia. This sport is all about precision and taking your chances. The Italian skip, Egidio Marchese, did just that.
Bravo, Egidio.
levelling things up after the fifth. It was 5 points each. Who would blink first? The nerves were starting to show.
Jā, ļoti ātrs, ļoti baigi.
1-1.
1-1.
And a miss from Sergei Jurchenko. What a steal for the Italians. They were now 8-5 ahead. And they were on a roll. Fabrizio beat with pinpoint accuracy. Would this be another steal? Latvia with the hammer. And another miss. Italy now had a commanding lead going into the final end. The Latvians needed to score 5 just to tie this match up. That's a big ask. And they knew they hadn't done enough.
Lads.
A fantastic performance by the Italians in front of the delighted home fans. It ended Italy 10, Latvia 5.
Beh, tantissimo, perché questo è il nostro spirito, di non mollare, di andare avanti, e ogni partita è determinante e decisiva. Per cui questo è lo spirito che proprio abbiamo lavorato su questi aspetti qua, per mantenere la concentrazione fino alla fine. Dove arriveremo non lo sappiamo, ma questo è importante, che la squadra reagisca in questo modo.
Beh, bellissimo, c'è comunque un motivo, io sono di qua, sono di Cortina, lavoro allo stadio del ghiaccio, quindi ho i colleghi, gli amici, la famiglia, sono tutti quanti qua, e of course there's loads of support, everyone knows me around here. Chi ci sia dato tifo, mi conoscono tutti qua.
We're getting to the business end of the mixed team round robin. The #1 world ranked team, People's Republic of China, against Sweden. China have qualified for the semi-finals, but still 2 spots to be decided. Second end, China 0, Sweden 1. Now they only have 1 Swedish storm to deal with, and the shouting always helps, doesn't it? Here it comes, the hit and roll into the centre. Excellent play. Final storm of this second end. The rolls coming from the other end, but it's going to be a really nice draw from China. What a start for China with the hammer. They lead 4-1 after 2 ends. Last stone for Ang Hai-Tal. Is it heading similar line to Peterson Dahl? And that's equally as good. Final stone of the third end. How many points can they secure here for Sweden? Close that gap on China. Big weight here from Peterson Dahl. Hits and rolls. Oh! Gets the red stone cleanly out, but just rolls just a bit too far. And after 3 ends, it's now China 4, Sweden 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chinese stones. What a position they're in this 4th end. Is he going to add another? Oh, it's coming in, it's coming in. Is it going to get beyond the outside? It is. What a number for China. 6. So after the 4th end, it's now People's Republic of China 10, Sweden 2. That's a long, long road back now for Sweden. And all Peterson Dahl can do now Let's get this one into the house. No, it's not going your way. It's not going your way. And after 5, People's Republic of China 11, Sweden 2. The last stone of the 6th end. Can Pedersen Dahl make this one count? Finally, can he make it count? Yes, he can. And they claim that point. After 6, China 11, Sweden 3. Final stone of the 7th end. Wang Haitao. Whoa, just past it yet again. And another super takeout. And they've called it. They've called it. That is the end of the game. They won't go to a final end. Just too much for Sweden to do. Final score, People's Republic of China 12, Sweden 3.
If we have a game in the playoff, we have to reboot and just focus on. We're not there as favorites. It's Canada or China, I think, based on the group. But yeah, just reboot.
There was a sense of national pride among Korean fans ahead of the mixed team wheelchair curling. They faced Canada in the penultimate match of the round-robin stage. The team had won 4 and lost 3, so needed to secure another victory here. But it would be a tough ask. Canada were top of the standings. Undefeated, they'd already qualified for the semi-finals. Korea played a tactical game from the start. In the first end, they knew they weren't on for a large score, so played a wide shot with their final stone, forcing Canada to take a steal of 1 and making sure that they retain the hammer or final shot advantage for themselves in the second.
Shot, Mark.
Nice shot, Mark.
Really good, Marco.
A series of takeouts kept scoring chances low. Korea had the hammer and played an attacking shot aimed at clearing the house completely, which would have meant no score for either team whilst keeping the hammer for themselves. Yang Hui-tai didn't manage to clear the Canadian stone, so they got a 1-point steal. Canada were 2-0 up after 2 ends, but Korea retained the all-important hammer. By the 4th end, Korea had a point on the board. It was 2-1 to Canada, and they had the hammer. Korea was aiming for a takeout with their final rock of the end. But instead of clearing the red rock, 2 yellows went out of play. Canada could capitalise. A straightforward shot for skip Mark Iderson, giving them a 4-1 advantage at the midway stage. Korea refused to give up. This final shot by Nambong Kwang earned them a point in the 5th. He followed it up with a great takeout in the 6th for a steal of 1. Putting them right back in the game. It was Canada 4, Korea 3 heading into the 7th end. By the 8th and final end, Canada had a 5-3 lead. Korea had the hammer and needed to score 2 to force an extra end of play. Canadian skip Mark Iderson cleared the Korean counter out of the centre of the house with his final stone. Could Korea score 2 or more? The knock-on attempt ran wide. It was a steal of 1 for Canada, who took the win. To the delight of their fans in the stands, the final score was Canada 6, Republic of Korea 3.
I'm
Pretty good most of the time. It's a little bit challenging with the ice sometimes, and if you make the wrong guess, then your shot isn't as good as you'd want it to be, but not too bad overall.
My name is Ralph Etienne. I was born and raised in the beautiful land of Haiti, and I'm the first Haitian Paralympic skier in history. I went to the US for college. That's where I picked up the skiing. But I really started skiing a year ago. So I've skied 80 days all my life. I just think it was fun and liberating and freeing just to ski. And then I started seeing people getting inspired when they see a guy with one leg from Haiti skiing on the slope. I get a chance to meet Monty Meyer, who is a 5-time Paralympic gold medalist. He told me, I know you're joking about Paralympic, but I think you're what it's take.
You know your key spots. On the top, you've got your 6 turns. You got to set up for that, so you're set up on the pitch, so you can ski it nice and round.
A year later, here I am now standing at the Paralympic and really celebrating and showing the world what determination looks like. By the time I was 20, I had a national media empire in Haiti. I had a newspaper, I had a national magazine, I was on TV show. My focus was wealth and fame, that's all I cared about. And then I was standing on the 4th floor of this building in Haiti, looking over the most prominent neighborhood and thinking about buying a house there. And the building I was standing on started shaking. And by the time I get to the 2nd floor, I was buried inside. And I quickly realized building is collapsing, I'm dying. And this was the most regretful time of my life. I realized I was not as powerful as I thought I was. I didn't have as much as I thought I had because everything I had is my breath, and my breath now is going away, and I don't get to decide what happened to my fame and my success. Both of my legs was sandwiched. So both of my right and my left femur are broken, and then my right leg is crushed, my left leg is crushed. A very painful time. I really come out with a vision. I said, if I survive this, I learn my lesson. I get a renewed sense of purpose. I remember I started sharing my story and people start getting inspired. And then I realized, wait, so, there is more to life than having 2 legs or having all the things. But now even better, I'm a freaking Paralympian. It doesn't get better. What I get to do is I get to inspire people. If Ralph can go from the rubble of the earthquake in Haiti in 2010 to the peak of the Alpine in 2026, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Women's giant slalom, vision impaired, run 1 on day 6 of these Paralympic Winter Games 2026. Giant slalom, if you haven't tuned in before, is 2 runs, a run right now and then 1 little later on. And the combined times will give us our medalists at the end of run 2. Tiara Matzel and her guide Fabrizio Casal. A change of guide from the speed events.
It's something that athletes will become adjusted to. They are professionals. Certainly the skill sets required are unique to athletes with a vision impairment skiing. That trust a critical aspect of the dynamic between an athlete with a vision impairment and their guide. Matzel and Casal doing a great job at this stage in the race.
Matzel right on his tails. Really good connection between these two. Matzel runs a little low in the line, but 4.42, that's a great opening run from the Italian. Veronica Aigner and her guide Eric de Gruber out of the start hut.
Aigner and de Gruber's line, lovely and direct, aggressive skiing, and they're flowing beautifully down this run.
Aigner stops the clock, 1:07.09, 3:02 faster than Matzel. That's going to take some beating. Alina Stari of Austria next out on track. Picked up her first Paralympic Winter Games medal in the Alpine combined with a bronze.
Partnership working well down the hill.
And Stari, some big angles, goes third, 3:72 off the pace. Confirmation then of the results after run 1 of the women's giant slalom vision impaired. Aigner and de Gruber of Austria leading the way, Matzel and Casal of Italy in second, Stari and Winter of Austria in third. Alina Stari of Austria and Stefan Winter, her guide.
Stari doing a great job of letting the skis run and taking a nice tight line. Great guiding by Winter.
Just needs to get down to achieve that, we feel. 3 gates from home. Stari goes top, and with 2 to come, can finish no worse than third. Chiara Matzel of Italy and her guy Fabrizio Casal.
Matzel and Casal are flying down this run. Beautiful connection between the pairing.
Yeah, look how close they are compared to others that we've seen before. Already 3 medals, 2 silver in downhill and Alpine combined, gold in the Super G. Matzel's going to win another one. She goes top, combined time of 2:21.19. Veronica Aigner and Eric de Gruber, a new guy for Aigner, who had 16-year-old Lily Sammer in front of her for the downhill Super G and Alpine combined. Now she has the former head coach of the Austrian Paralympic team to follow. Here she comes now, Veronica Aigner for yet another gold medal. She takes her 3rd gold. Paralympic medalists in the women's giant slalom vision impaired. Gold goes to Austria and Veronica Aigner and her guide Eric de Gruber. Silver to Italy and Chiara Matzel and her guide Fabrizio Casal. Bronze to Austria, Elina Stari and her guide Stefan Winter.
Yeah, the day was a really great feeling because I have the guide change, and yeah, we made the best. I'm very happy and proud of that. And yeah, it's never the same feeling. It's always a difference, but yeah, I'm very happy.
Giacomo Bertagnoli and Fabrizio Casal at the Pyeongchang 2018 Paralympics on telly is what first inspired me. Nel 2018. After my diagnosis, I went through a really tough spell and shut myself away in my room. And that's when I realized that even if you're blind, you can still ski. So I gave it a go, and from that moment on, everything just felt so much easier.
I'm so happy. I didn't realize it. Since then we stood there, but I'm so happy with our performance. It was were 2 solid runs. I think we were doing pretty well, and now I'm looking forward for the last race, the slalom.
Women's giant slalom standing. Aurélie Richard of France, 3 medals so far in Milano Cortina, 3 silver medals. And she's looking to try and lay down a challenge.
You often are unable to see the gate ahead of you, so really important to be dynamic and moving quickly from turn to turn.
Another great speed from her. Nicely done over that terrain change onto the final pitch, running a little late in the line, but it's a good time, 1:12.22. Eva Arsho of Sweden, the next to go. And already 4/10 the right side of the clock.
Beautiful clean skiing from Arjo, really moving from edge set to edge set nicely, taking that tight line down these skates.
Little error. She gets light, but she's carrying good speed because she's now 1.6 the right side of the clock.
Great recovery and straight back onto the next turn.
Arjo is going to take over at the top, and by 2 seconds, Varvara Volonchikina of the Russian Federation. So she just needs to be as close as possible. Just gets a little late on that roller. It's gone to over a second now.
Going to make it to the bottom 2 twice.
Volonchikina will stop the clock at 1:11.61, 1.47 seconds the deficit to Arsho. Let's get confirmation then of the result of run 1. Arsho 1.47 seconds quicker than Volonchikina of the Russian Federation. Aurélie Richard of France in third. Aurélie Richard of France, third quickest after run 1. Nice work from Aurélie Richard. as she looks to beat the time of 2:27.73. Richard takes the lead by 69 hundredths. Varvara Volonchikina of the Russian Federation, the next to challenge. Well, that's the best line through there the last couple of races, and you expect this green light to be a bit bigger. Volonchikina will guarantee herself no worse than silver as she comes home in front, which she does, 1.78. Ebba Arsho of Sweden, the next to go. Leader after the first run. She's got a healthy advantage of 1.47 seconds.
Carrying brilliant speed, coming over the Romello. Beautiful skiing from Arsho.
A couple of gates from home, and it is going to be Arsho who takes the gold medal. 2:22.42. She takes it by 2.84 seconds, and it is a third gold. The medalist in the women's giant slalom standing. Gold goes to Sweden and Ebba Arsho. Silver to the Russian Federation and Varvara Volonchikina. And the bronze to France and Aurélie Richard.
Very tired. I haven't been eating since the 5:30 or something, so I felt like I was gonna faint. But I'm so grateful and happy at the same time. Growing up, we live in the south part of Sweden, so we always took the car when going to the Alps. So my dad was like, of course I'm gonna drive, I'll buy a bigger car and bring grandma and everyone.
Я безумно счастлива собрать полный комплект медалей. To have completed the full set of medals. Эмоции зашкаливают, и, если честно, нет времени, чтобы понять, насколько это действительно круто стоять здесь на играх и завоевывать медали.
Je me sentais feeling really tired today. It was a tough race for me, especially that second run. But I'm absolutely delighted to have come away with this medal, and I'm hoping to go for another one, a fifth on Saturday in the slalom.
Women's giant slalom sitting, run 1 at the Paralympic Winter Games 2026. Audrey Pascual-Seco of Spain, next out on track, 3 medals already here in Milano Cortina 2026. Silver in the downhill by 500ths of a second. And gold in Super G, gold in Alpine combined. She won 2 of the 5 races on the World Cup this year. Oh, just has to use the... Oh,
goodness!
It's pinned out. Next up, it's Liu Sitong from the People's Republic of China. She's been quietly effective here at Milano Cortina 2026, a bronze medal in the downhill, the Super G and the Alpine combined. Well, she's found the pace. She looks like she's running wide again. She's going outside that blue dye.
Athletes may be choosing to run wide due to ruts on the course. Sometimes taking a longer line is actually a smarter line, avoiding the risk of crash.
And she leads by 3.58 seconds. Liu Sitong, another good run from her. Muruoka of Japan, next out on course. She is the reigning Paralympic giant slalom champion. Has she done enough to get in front of Liu Sitong? 1:16.38. Muruoka, lovely turn. That's a super ski. Annalena Forster of Germany. And Forster is making this look very easy indeed. She's still got a couple of tricky gates to negotiate, but she's done it beautifully, and she leads by 0.54 of a second. Confirmation then of the results of the first run in the women's giant slalom sitting. Annalena Forster of Germany leads the way. Muruoka Momoka of Japan in second. Liu Sitong of China in third. Liu Sitong from the People's Republic of China, next out on track. She's been really impressive here, Liu Sitong.
She's certainly gone out with intent and is skiing beautifully.
And Liu Sitong is going to make it another medal here in Milano Cortina 2026. Muraoka Momoka of Japan. She's into the rhythm here.
She was motoring.
2:34.79. Muraoka leads. 2:31.92. So it comes down to this. It's Annalena Forster of Germany. Forster, gold in downhill, silver in Alpine combined. Is it to be gold in the giant slalom? 2:31.92. She's done it. 1.28 seconds. Annalena Forster is the Paralympic Winter Games giant slalom sitting champion. The medalist in the women's giant slalom sitting. Gold goes to Annalena Forster of Germany. Silver to Muraoka Momoka of Japan, and bronze to Liu Zitong of the People's Republic of China.
Oh, so great. It's amazing. In giant slalom, I had my problems the past, 15 years. And so in the last 2 years, I have done such good work and training and developed much. And now I'm so happy to have this gold medal.
I was going for the triple crown, so of course I'm disappointed. But at the same time, I genuinely feel I left everything out there today. I skied as well as I possibly could, and I'm proud of that. To come away with a medal on top of it makes me really happy. 結果としてメダルが取れてすごく嬉しいです。
We are here for the para ice hockey, and the first of these classification games sees Slovakia take on Germany. 4 teams now left to slug it out to see who finishes 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. As Germany press forwards, and the opening goal, and it's Felix Schrader, the 29-year-old, who gives Germany a lead. 1 minute and 20 seconds into this match. And here they come on the break again. Germany, it's the goal scorer Schrader, and he doubles the lead. It's almost a carbon copy of the first goal. Germany 2, Slovakia 0.
Schrader with his second, almost exactly. Picture perfect, 2 goals the same.
Slovakia with men forwards. Clever play. And the deficit is halved. Ferencik out of nowhere. And so at the first break, it's Germany 2, Slovakia 1. 30 seconds in, Slovakia on the break. And the equaliser comes within 30 seconds. What a fantastic shot it is from Milos Večerek.
Here he goes, right hand, left hand, back in, and then he takes that shot, and we have a brand new contest.
Korman trying to dig it out, Malkin for company. The Sagan, there we have it. The goal was coming, and it's the way they scored at the start of the period. Push it back towards the blue line, find the extra man, and Joppa, top shelf. Slovakia lead it 3-2. Germany need answers, and they need answers soon. And that's a good push from Schrader. Schrader, he's got 2 goals already. Schrader equalises out of nowhere. If anyone was going to do it, it was Felix Schrader. And it's a 3-3 hockey game.
We're only 3 minutes and 49 seconds away from our first overtime. What a hit! Brilaga is just furious. He thinks that was a good hit. He's getting a penalty. This will go into OT. It'll be 4-on-3.
Ligda round the other side.
Here's an opportunity.
Trying to do everything himself. It's Schrader. It's Schrader. Schrader one-on-one. Schrader to win it. Schrader wins it for Germany. 4-3. Felix Schrader. All 4 goals. And Germany have defeated Slovakia. Felix Schrader, take a bow. You have sent Germany into the classification game for 5th and 6th.
I'm always proud to work with this team. This is every day you stand up and say thank you, I can work with people like that. And I know they got character and they want it. And they want to fight and they fight until the end. They work so hard every time, everything. They stay together as a good group, good team. And yeah, I only can say congratulations to my team.
The para ice hockey tournament at Milano Cortina continues with the classification games. Italy versus Japan with a spot in the 5th place game on the line. The Italian captain will slide it back into the corner for Niels Larch. His pass threaded through for Lenders! He rockets it over top of Holy. It's 1-0 Italy.
Kaboom! No goalie in the world in para hockey is stopping that.
So, 1 period of play, 1 goal scored. Landros from Italy, they lead it 1-0 over Japan. 4-on-4 is where we are. Lots of room on the ice to skate. Italians probably at an advantage with Landros out and Ito in the penalty box. Landros takes the puck. Oh, he does it! It's a mission in goal for Landros. It's a thing of beauty.
I've seen that live once in my entire life. Patrick Kane for the Chicago Blackhawks did it, and now he can say, I've seen it twice. I bet you his former teammates from the USA are watching this and going, I want one of those.
Here's Nitsu. Kept in at the blue line. No, yes it is. No, it's not. Here's a chance for Italy. DePauli, he's got a breakaway, and he's with Larch, the 2 of them. DePauli, Larch! And somehow, Corey intercepts the pass on its way over, I think.
Well, that's one of those, Rob, where the goalie has to make a decision, and if he thinks it's going to be a pass and makes the play, he better be right. That was a very nice play.
Stick handling, banks it off the boards, kept in by Rosa. Is a centering pass, they score! Radici, Roberto Radici goes to the net and redirects it home. It's 3-0 Italy. Matsushita, reclaimed by Caligaris, walking in, he rips one, and Poli got a piece of it, rebound, they score! It's a 4-0 lead.
Bounce, but a good bounce off the glass. Team Japan is in trouble. They have to regroup.
4-0. Italy leads after 2 periods of play here. Man, just trying to get one on the board here. Here's a shot, stopped by Stimatano, and then he gets his big tracker on it.
Another double pad stop, tips over, finds the rebound. Here it is right here. Catches it with his glove, tips over. Ito with a good shot, actually gets it up, not high enough, but still better than along the ice.
Good play by Torella to keep it moving. Here's a chance for the hat trick. Yes, sir! Landros gets the hat trick. 5-0 Italy.
Well, we knew it was just a matter of time until the bone crusher got his hat trick. 5 for Italy, 0 for Japan.
I'm just happy that I could help the team get a win like that. We needed a win, kind of, where we were just forechecking and playing the game well, passes were well. Obviously, we have mistakes, just like every team, but we needed that for the morale of the team, so then we can bring it to Germany on Saturday. Hopefully we can have a nice crowd, and just like tonight, it was fun. The energy was good, so it was nice to put on a show.
I'm Raffaella Pagné. I'm the Director of Brand and Look of the Games for Milano Cortina 2026. The torch was designed by Carlo Ratti Associati, a design studio. They work both on international and national level and supported by our sponsor, Eni and Versalis. We started with a brief. We brought them to the Design Museum in Lausanne. I think part of the process, the important part of the process, was really understanding what the torch really means and how that flame is so important. And we started from there. And that's why they decided to design a torch called Essential. The torch is really something that is more a support for that very important magic element that is the flame. And I think what is so important about the torch relay and the flame is that it brings passion around the country. Everybody in the country, even these territories that are far away from the host venues and the host cities, get the feeling of how magic and how special the games are.
Welcome to Milano Cortina 2026 Paralympic Winter Games. Two powerhouses of Paralympic sport collide as the USA faces the undefeated Canadian curling team. Precision, strategy, and nerves of steel will decide the winner. Mark Idison, 49-year-old, 61% on the accuracy.
Center full.
Oh.
Time mark, 10.
Not what he was looking for right there. Did not want to make that contact. Trying to take advantage of Idison's miscue on the takeout.
Three sets.
Curl it in. And you can count that. Take that to the bank. So USA will pick up 2 on that one. Canada 0. United States of America 2. So Team Canada with the last stone advantage here. Looking to try and tie things up here in the second end.
Shot, Marco.
Look at this. Nicely done. Canada ties things up in the second end. 2-2. No other team is undefeated. Only Canada in this round robin play.
12-7.
Look at this. Is it enough?
Get around.
It looks to be good, is it? Yes, it is. Wow. Get right around that. Just kissing it. And USA get this point back. Gonna need to be perfect here. Is it gonna curl? Is it gonna curl? Take a deep breath after that one. Well, after the fourth end, we are back in a tie. Your mixed team round robin. 3-3.
Here we go.
Tell you what, the game is definitely riding on this shot here in the sixth end. With Canada up by 1. You do not want them to be up by 3.
Red.
Well, that's exactly what you did not want to do. Canada up 6-3 here at the end of 6. Canada not letting up.
Nice throw, Marco. Nice shot, Marco. Nice shot, Marco.
Well, The greatest comeback in the history of curling not to be for Team USA. Canada goes to 9-0, the only team that remains undefeated. Canada 7, USA 3.
Oh, I'm definitely proud. I did not know it was the first time a team's gone undefeated, so that's pretty special, and it's a special moment to share with our teammates, but we still have work to do. We got a big game in the morning, and we got to bring our best.
We checked a couple boxes, but the job's not done. Like we're here for gold, and we bring our best game tomorrow, and we'll have a good opportunity for that, I think.
We came out swinging with one of the best teams in the world. We let it slip a little bit. They're really good. So actually, it ended all right. We were down quite a few, but we just kept pegging away at it. So I don't know. It actually feels like a typical game against Canada, back and forth.
And the five of us have come to mean so much to each other, even in a relatively short time of being a team, and all of this, it's a lot of emotions, mostly positive, but it's very emotional.
It's the final session of the round robin in the wheelchair curling mixed team event. The People's Republic of China play Slovakia. The Chinese are the world number ones and have been in impressive form. They've already qualified for the semi-finals. Slovakia know they can't progress any further, but would love to put in a good performance against the best in the world. It's one each after two ends. China with the hammer, and their skip, Wang Haitao, rarely misses these kind of shots. China 3, Slovakia 1 after the third end. Could Slovakia respond? A great shot from their skip, Radislav Duris, and they were back in this. Adrian Durček made sure he made the last stone count. Halfway through the match, and it was tied at 3-all. Last stone of the fifth end, and a busy house. Wang Haitao with the hammer. And a rare miss. Slovakia with the steal. They were leading China 4-3. But remember, China are ranked best in the world. Three stones closest to the button and 3 points. They've regrouped and lead 6-4. Slovakia lining up in the seventh. And it's China with the steal. They lead 7-4 going into the final end. All China need to do is prevent Slovakia from scoring 3. Such precision from Wang Haitao. China march towards the semi-finals in style. It ended China 7, Slovakia 4.
I think we did all right today. 还可以，但也有多多少少还有一些不应该的失误。回去好好休息，认真总结自己的问题，继续好好努力。
The featured game here is Norway against Great Britain, the final session of round
Norway
robin
versus
games.
Great
Both teams
Britain.
are out of the running for the semi-finals. They're very keen to finish in style with a victory. Stuart Pimblett with the final stone of the first end. Goes against the zone to catch the Norwegian red. Beautifully done by Stuart Pimblett. Made it look easy. And after the first end, it's Norway 0, Great Britain 2. Final stone. From Stordal. It's coming in nicely for Stordal. A really lovely draw. And after 2 ends, it's Norway 1, Great Britain 2. Comes down the outside, beginning to curl now. It's looking good. And it's looking very good indeed from Justine Stordal. Excellent play. Teammates clap. That's one of the best draws we've seen so far. And he's grimaced.
3.5, 8, 9.
It's not going to work out. That was the final stone of the third end. And it's a steal of 1 for Norway. Through the guards, in it comes, in it curls, in it comes towards the button. Absolutely perfect. That's a beauty.
3.5, 9, 9.
Oh, it's such a good effort. Such a good effort, and it's another steal. But it could have been worse. After 4 ends and into the break, it's now Norway 3, Great Britain 2. Stuart Pimblett with the final stone of the 5th end.
3.5, 9, 4.
And he's promoted a Norwegian stone into the house. Unlucky. That's a big steal for Norway. And after 5 ends, Norway 6, Great Britain 2. This is looking good for Norway. Oh my goodness, to live 4 hits and sticks. Final stone of the 6th end. Always tough facing 4 with the final stone.
9, 6.
Oh, is it going to catch it? It doesn't. He was hoping he might catch the other red. That's a sore one. It looks like a steal of 3, and that means the game is over. Just too much for Great Britain to do to catch Norway, really. And the final result of that one, Norway 9, Great Britain 2.
We had a rough start, and when we finally got the first win, we kind of felt something else, I think, and it just turned around. And it's not the first time that this has happened, so unfortunately it happened.
And it's all about the feeling of leaving now the games with some kind of dignity and feeling of mastering something and achieve something.
What a showdown we have for you this evening. It is session 12 out of 12 in the wheelchair curling event. 3 spots already taken in the semi-finals. 1 spot is up for grabs. Whoever wins this game, they will get that final place in the semi-finals. It is the Republic of Korea against the home team from Italy. We are in for a thriller. If the home crowd could will a stone into the rings to get a second point here. This looks lovely. Really a legend of Italian curling, Guido Marchesi, and I think that has just done enough. That will be 2 to Italy. And a super start for the home team. After 1 end, it is Italy 2, Korea 0. Korea line 3 reds here, and they will not get a better chance to put a big score on the board. Some very precise play from Korea, and they are straight back onto the scoreboard with a big 3. It is Korea 3, Italy 2. We're just approaching the halfway. Only 1 shot remaining. The maximum then Korea can score here is 1 red. So that's thrown there, not a mistake, that's on purpose. Korea deciding, yeah, we don't really want to score only 1 point. So remove the yellow, remove ourselves at the same time, keep that last stone advantage. A score in our critical game here. It will remain Italy 4, Korea 3. The conclusion then of the 5th end, a lot like the conclusion of the 4th. That red isn't going to roll out. I suspect they did want a blank end again, but it will be a score of 1 red. And that means after 5 ends, scores are level. Italy really had their backs against the wall. Huge shot here. There is a massive difference between putting 1 on the board here and 2. And the crowd hushed again. It needs to get round the front. It needs to get round the front. It needs to keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, it's not going to. Scores are level. As we go into the 8th end, it is 5 each. And the 8th end for Guido Marchesi. He has been so steady. Just needs to stay on this line. It hasn't. That is heartbreaking for the Italian fans.
Good game. Good game.
Korea don't need to throw their final stone. Final result, it is Korea 6, Italy 5. Those will be the semi-finalists. Republic of Korea joining Canada, China and Sweden. And the winners progress to the gold medal game, and the losers will battle for bronze.
오늘 경기는 이탈리아 홈에서 시작하는 거라서 저희가 좀 어떻게 보면 이탈리아 팀은 관중들이 많아서 저희가 좀 어떻게 보면 그게 좀 힘들 수도 있었는데 그걸 잘 극복하고 저희가 힘을 합쳐서
처음 나온 패럴림픽에 It honestly feels like a dream. 4강에 올랐다는 게 정말 꿈만 같습니다. 너무 좋습니다. 기분 진짜 최고입니다.
soprattutto io aver sbagliato il tiro decisivo c'è tanta amarezza per me, ma soprattutto per i miei compagni. Sono stati fantastici, tutto il team, tutta la squadra. Io credo che si sarà bravi a tirare un bel gruppo e ci sono delle ragazzi talentuosi e soprattutto con tanta passione di giocare.